Hey, I'm Bobby. Welcome to Shiny Brain, and this is my trailer. So here's what we're doing. I have asked AI to come up with 10 questions to get to know me better because I haven't heard any questions from you yet. If you got questions, just ask me. But until then, I'm just talking into the void here. So here are the questions. I have not seen them. I've just printed them, and I'm going to read them live, and you're going to learn a little bit about me. If, ChatGPT is any good at this. Number 1, what's the story behind the name Shiny Brain? Good way to start. Shinies are what my friends and I call gadgets or, toys or things that if we were responsible, we wouldn't spend our money on. That could be electronics, that could be movies, that could be games, that kind of thing. And that's kind of stuff that I'm going to talk about here on this channel. So it's like shiny on the brain is the idea. It's not calling me smart. When I tell you some of the things I bought over the years, you won't think I'm smart. Not even a little bit. Number 2, what kinds of content can people expect to see on this channel? Like I was just saying, I'm going to be more editorial based. This is not like a Let's Play channel. I want to do reviews. I want to do analysis, and I want to do, kind of just get my thoughts out about some of the stuff that's out there in the world that I like, and some of it that I don't. What was the first video game that truly blew your mind? It's a great question. I feel like it was Zelda: A Link to the Past, because I remember playing that game when I was like 5 or 6, and there was just so much to do. I had no idea what I was doing. I didn't beat that game until I was in my teens, because how could a 5-year-old beat a Super Nintendo Zelda game? But it was fun. It was more than just like Duck Hunt or Super Mario, and it just kind of taught me that games can be a lot more than just high scores and jumping on Goombas. If your brain had a power-up, what would it do? I think it would slow down time so that I could do more. Full-time job, new dad, new YouTube channel, husband, would like to not become 600 pounds. These are all things that are difficult to do with 24 hours in a day, each one, let alone doing like 6 of them like I'm trying to do. What was one game or show or movie you love that most people don't? Great question. So my theory, honestly, is that most things are fine. A lot of people get blown away. They go crazy, like, oh my God, that's the best thing I've ever seen. Or, oh my God, that's the most terrible thing like everyone involved in this should be like deported or put to death or something. It takes a lot to get me to either one of those places. I don't know. I'm a Trekkie. I tend to think that even the worst Star Trek movie is not that bad. The first Star Trek movie has a decent amount going for it. It's just, 30 minutes too long. Maybe that's one that I'll do a video about. Why did you start this channel, and what do you hope it becomes? I started this channel because I just have things I want to say. And I hope it becomes a place where we can talk about those things. Maybe I start the conversation, but I want to keep talking about it with you in the comments or elsewhere on social media, like those kinds of things. What's something completely random about you that has nothing to do with games? I've lived in a lot of random places. I grew up in the DC suburbs in Maryland. I lived in Southwest Montana and Butte and Bozeman. I lived in Southwest Missouri, in Springfield, Peoria, Illinois, Chicago, Illinois. Now I'm in Indiana. So I've had kind of a nomadic adult. I lived in the same place basically my entire childhood. But as an adult, I've lived all over the place, and I think that's really cool, actually. What's your favorite underrated Nintendo character and why? Is Donkey Kong underrated? Because I feel like Nintendo doesn't respect him in the way that I wish they did. Like, we're getting the new game this month in Bonanza, but we haven't had anything for Donkey Kong in 10 years. And that was a sequel, to a side-scrolling. It was a really good, Donkey Kong side-scroller, but it didn't really push the boundary in any way, talking about Tropical Freeze. So, it's not like a Zelda or a Mario where Nintendo's like, okay, it's been like 2 or 3 years, we need a new one. And I wish Donkey Kong got a little bit more love. Number 9. How would your friends describe your shiny brain? They would probably say it works too hard and maybe I should relax. I tend to be someone that thinks pretty hard about most things, and there's a good case to be made that not everything needs to be thought that hard about. Final one. What's one thing you're excited to make a video about soon? I am looking forward to making a video about Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm looking forward to making a video about the state of the Star Trek franchise, and I'm looking forward to getting into the future of Apple and, what do we need or want from our phones and our computers these days, and what does AI have to do with all that? I know I just used it to come up with a video for this channel, but my overall thoughts on AI is that it's kind of overhyped at the moment. But even that's a potential video, I think. So there's a lot that I'm really excited to get into. And, if you guys have any ideas for me, hit me up in the comments. But that's your introduction, your AI interview. Thank you very much, ChatGPT, for helping you get to know me. And I will see you guys in the next video.